Hello everybody, this is me Vinu Venkatesh again on behalf of Sai Education for Competitive Examinations. I hope you guys are all practicing and keeping abreast. So we're going to start a new topic today, quadratic equation. So from our last lecture, we know that any equation where the highest power of its variables is 2 is called a quadratic equation. It usually takes this form, right? So we are given two quadratic equations. We have done this before. We have to find the values of x and y. Alright, so let's take a look at the first question. X square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. We should always put it as equal to 0 because it's given as 10 here. It's actually 0. And the second equation is y square minus 5y plus 6 is equal to 0. So these are quadratic equations. Why? Because the highest power of the variable here is 2. And we know that these kind of equations are called quadratic equation. If the power was 1, the equation would be called linear equation, as we studied last time. Alright, so how do we find the values of x and y given these equations? We cannot solve this as simultaneous equations. We can solve simultaneous equations only when the equations are linear. So first, we have to take the product of the consonant, that is the number without a variable, and the number with the square. What is the coefficient? What is a coefficient? What is the coefficient? What is a coefficient? Coefficient means the constant which is there with this term, that is a square term. Here there is no coefficient, but in this case we assume, in this case it means that the coefficient is 1. So 1 into 10 is equal to 10. What are the factors of 10? Now we have to find the factors of 10 such that the addition of the factors or the subtraction equals to minus 7x. So what are the factors of 10? 10 can be written as 10 into 1 or 5 into 2. Can we get minus 7x from here? 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 minus 1 is 9. So this can't be the case. Minus 10 minus 1 is minus 11. Minus 10 plus 1 is minus 9. This, yes, if it is minus 5 into minus 2 is 7. Right? So here we can get minus 7. Remember one thing. When we write, so we have to write the factors of 10 in such a way that we get this middle term, that is the term with a degree of 1. And at the same time, the signs of these factors that we take to get this, when you multiply this, when you multiply minus 5 and minus 2, it should equal this term along with the sign, that is plus 10. So we can write this equation as x square minus 5x minus 2x. If you add this, you will get minus 7x plus 10. If you multiply minus 5 into minus 2, you still get plus 10. So we can write it like this. So simplify it. The first one, take x out, x minus 5, right? Minus 2, from this one, you take it out. What will you have in brackets? It will be x and again minus 5. Remember that the terms in the brackets should be the same. That's how you simplify it. So when you take these terms out, again, you will get x minus 5. What is left here? X. And what is left here? Minus 2. So it's x minus 5 brackets x minus 2 is equal to 0. This tells us that there are two solutions. X minus 5 is equal to 0, which gives me x is equal to 5 when I take the 5 to the other side, and x minus 2 is equal to 0, which gives me x equals 2 when I take minus 2 to the other side. So x takes on two values, 5 and 2. So, and the second equation, solve it in the same way. You'll get the values of y as 3 and 2, which is what they got here also. Okay. Other questions are similar, so please try and do number 2 and 3. Let's do number 4. So we have given two equations again. 2x cube is equal to root of 256, and then we are given a quadratic equation. Is this a quadratic equation? No, it is a cubic equation, right? So let's solve this first. 2x cube is equal to root 256. What is root of 256? Remember I asked you to study the squares and square roots of numbers 1 to 25 and cubes and cube roots of 1 to 25. These are the times when it's going to help you. Root of 256 is simply 16. So 2x cube is 16 x cube is equal to 8, therefore x is equal to cube root of 8, which is 2. Then you have this quadratic equation. Solve it the way I showed you. You will get the values of y as 5 by 2 and 2, which is what they have given here. 5 by 2 is 2.5 and 2, right? And x here you can get it as 2. Number 5, number 6 are similar, so please do it yourself. Number 7 is also the same. You will get fractions here as your answers. Number 8, you will get again fractions, so that's okay. Let's do number 9. Okay, so x square is equal to 7 root x plus 24 equals 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes, because the highest degree of the variable is 2. This is actually y square, not y2, is equal to 5, sorry, y square minus 5 root 2y plus 30 is equal to 0. Okay, now let us see whether we can solve it. What is a coefficient here? It's 1. When nothing is given, it is always 1. So 1 into 24, right? We have to find the factors of 24 such that we get this number here, minus 7 root 2. What are the factors of 24? 24 into 1, 6 into 4, 8 into 3, correct? If we add or subtract any of them, will we get this? No. So we cannot solve this problem, okay? Similarly here, coefficient is 1 and here it's 30. So what are the factors of 1 into 30? That is 30. What are the factors of 30? 30 into 1, 3 into 10, 6 into 5. If we add or subtract them, can we get this number, 5 root 2? No. So we cannot solve this question, okay? So this is the answer for this question. We are not able to solve it. Same with number 10. We cannot solve it. Okay? So that's how you find out whether you have solutions for quadratic equations or not. First, find the product of the coefficient of the square term and the term without the variable. Find the factors of that such that the addition or the subtraction of the factors gives this term, right? And at the same time, and then simplify it, remove it from brackets, and then you'll get your solution. But when you can't do it, then you can't find the solution. Okay, let's do number 11. 12 by root x minus 23 by root x is equal to 5 root x. Root y by 12 minus 5 root y by 12 equals 1 by root y. Okay, so here you have a common denominator, so you can subtract it, right? And we can take this here. So 12 minus 23 equals 5. Root x into root x is what? X. So 12 minus 23 is equals to 5x. Therefore 5x is equal to minus 9. X is equal to minus 9 by 5. Alright. This is not a quadratic equation, right? Because the power of the variable is 1 by 2. Next, in this case, the denominator is the same, so we can write and we can take it to this side. We take this here, so root y, so it becomes root y minus 5 root y into root y is equal to 12 into 1, which is 12. When you open brackets, root y into root y equals y, minus 5y equals 12, minus 4y is equal to 12, therefore y is equal to minus 3. Is that correct? Yes, y is equal to minus 3, x is equal to minus 2.2. Is that correct? 9 by 5? No, x is equal to, minus, yes, it's correct. Sorry, it's not minus 9, it's minus 11. So it's minus 11 by 5, which is equal to minus 2.2. Correct. So sorry, it was my mistake. Oops. Minus 2.2. Okay. So that brings us to the end of the quadratic equation. It's very simple, but understand some of the twists that we have studied, some of the exceptions, and why we are not able to solve them. Okay. Please keep practicing, and we'll start a new topic next time. Until then, take care and all the best.